and I decided to start singing in casino. I did my audition and I got through, and I was booked in different various casinos singing cover versions. And that's when the band Traffic and Surface discovered me and asked me to audition to be their lead female singer in the soca band. Grew up in this normal, regular street life where everybody just, struggling, making ends to meet, and everything
Right.
is just a dream to them. Everything is just not in reach. Anything luxurious is not reachable from where I came from.
Jadel, good afternoon and welcome to Vinci Internet Radio.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
We are doing well. Glad to
Yes,
have you with us.
thank you. It's a pleasure
Uh,
to be here.
your host, Mr. Morton, says hey, he's going to take care of you.
All right. Thanks, Sip. I just want to say pleasant good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night to wherever you are in the world. Today we have a very special guest. She was born Jardine Sherelle Laguerre, and she
Yes.
goes in the music world as Jadel. Jadel, welcome to Vinci Internet Radio. Welcome to the program.
Yes, thank you. You're
Mhm.
welcome as well. Thank you so much for having me. And shout out to everybody who's locked on.
Your song as vibrant as your music, you know?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you know, let me give you the disclosure here that on Vinci Internet Radio, we don't hold back. You know, we tell people the story because we want people to be moved and motivated and get be influenced by Jadel and know who Jadel really is, to where she's coming from, to where she's going, and to
Yes.
where what's going on with Jadel. So take us back to your early days though, like French. So does it have a
Yes.
French connection in it?
Yes, it is. Jadine Charelle Leger,
Mhm.
French Creole, yes.
All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
so, so what's the connection to it? One of your parents was is French or?
Yes, on the father's side. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The Legers.
I think I was smart enough to figure that out.
Yeah, it's
so,
true.
so, so Jadel. So from the one is Jadel. Okay, folks, is Jadel. Um.
Jadel or Jadel is
Okay.
mainly pronounced as Jadel, but a lot of people, if they want to, Jadel, I guess they know who you're speaking about.
Right. I guess.
Um,
I guess the
the,
French would say Jadel.
the reason why I went to Jadel is because a lot of people was having issues with Jadine and
Mhm,
Jadine, Cheval Leger, pronouncing that French, and they used to call
mhm,
me Jade for short. So I went into a band called Traffic and Surface, and they said Jade, and then they put the L because there was a artist by the name of Jade already. So they put L for Leger,
uh-huh.
had it as
Right.
Jadel. Just like how Onika Maraj have Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you just do it, just a little twist of your own name,
Yeah. Yeah,
as
man.
it's
We like. We love it. We love it. We love it. So I'll say Jadel. Jadel.
mm-hmm. Yes,
Jadel. All right.
yes.
So take us back to where it all started for you, or before it started, like since you were small, when you got the little itch in it to start singing and stuff like that.
Very much so. And when I was age 9, I was, always a Mariah Carey fan. So I was always a first soprano singer, singing all those high notes and wanting to be a Mariah Carey. Believe I would have been there. And, but I never thought I would actually be singing professionally because it was just a dream. And even
Mhm.
if I wanted to be Mariah Carey, that was just like, far-fetched to me.
Right.
But I was in the school choir and everybody was like, asking people to join the choir, and I was keeping my hands down because that was just a dream. I ain't raising my hand, and everybody just raising their hand. So they
Mhm.
like to tackle the people that hands not up first. Right.
Right.
So
Right.
tackling me because my hand's not up and forcing me to sing. But when I decide to sing a little two notes, I see they start to cheer on and scream and make noise.
Mhm.
So that gave me like some, I was like, wow, what you trying to say? I, as you would know, I will think I know everybody just think they know all this song and good and stuff, but you really have to hear it from other people because I
Right.
could be singing in the bathroom and you singing croaking and horrible because I will be hearing everybody else singing in the bathroom and doing the neighbors in my ear so now be like,
Mhm.
and anybody's gonna tell them. Anybody gonna tell them? So when I singing loud in the bathroom, I go in anywhere and doing whatever I feel because I thinking I'm not no singer. So it happened many times, and then I end up representing the school in the
Mhm.
schools, all the national schools in Trinidad and Tobago, the competition for music festival, schools music festival, and I came in the top 10, then the top
Wow.
5. Then I got sick for the finals, and then I got a lot of recognition. I also was his lead singer for the choir, my
Hmm.
choir in church, and then I was actually singing for, you know, um concerts, graduations, functions, more R&B and pop and different genres. And I started studying law, and I needed to pay for my law school fees and
Wait. Hold on. We're not there yet, you know. We're not there yet. We still down in the age nine
okay, all right,
category
yes.
down there. We coming up, man. Don't worry. We coming. We coming.
Yeah.
Young age nine, you were singing in the school choir,
Yes,
right? And most people started out in church.
yes.
So you started out at school, and
Yes,
then you went at church.
yes.
Um, so when you started taking part in those competition, for national competition, what age were you then?
Around 12 years, 11 years. Well, the schools, straight from 9, it was
Mhm.
9, 10, 11, and it just keep going up, you know. So for the
Right.
schools, mostly for primary school, and for secondary school, it was more the functions, the graduations, the christenings, you
Mhm.
know. Yeah.
So who were your influences at that time?
Yeah, Mariah Carey and Destiny Childs was like, oh my gosh, yeah. Destiny Child was hot then. And Mariah Carey, I used to be listening to on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. So when I
Mhm.
used to sing any genres, any songs, I used to master Mariah Carey and singing a Beyonce or Destiny Child.
Right. So
Yeah.
why not? Here's a funny off the track question. Why not Whitney Houston? Because I know they were both um on the same level in terms of singing high. What?
Whitney Houston was more like a belter,
Hmm.
right? She's a belt and more powerful soul, right? Whereas
Right.
Mariah Carey was noted for the high notes and the riffs. And that was what I was noted for more. I
Hmm.
have a high pitched song at the time. Despite my talking voice being very low and deep right now, and it changed completely, I was like, the my challenges and what people used to adore was me trying to hit the highest note possible, all the screams and the riffs. So that is where Mariah Carey ended up being more my strong point and more my influencer because she's noted for that. Whereas Mariah Carey was more known for the mid range and the belt, you
Right.
know? Yeah.
So around in the soca arena now, who were your influences?
Oh, definitely. The first was Destra and Didi Spell Fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So that's sure I used to do these for fun. I wanna whine like these. I wanna do the bicycle. I wanna catch a lily and go eh. Um, but too much stuff in my mouth. I might going But during them time, I still not thinking of anything of wanting to be a soca artist or anything, right?
Hmm.
Because anybody I wanna be is I wanna hit the high notes. I was fixated on them high notes and them riffs. So Mariah Carey, but I have always loved soca music, but it was just me being an artist didn't come as a reality to me. It was like impossible, like nah, like that can happen to me because you just so grew up in this normal regular street life where everybody just struggling, making ends to meet, and everything is
Right.
just a dream to them. Everything is just not in reach. Anything luxurious is not reachable from where I came from. So it wasn't like possible. I was even traveling to New York or have a visa or to know what a plane feels like or anything for me to be thinking
Hmm.
I'll be on some stage across the world, performing. So as I said, I was just liking myself in the midst of things, standing out, hitting my high notes, and everybody clapping and saying, "Yeah, she can sing," and that's about it. And then for my own pleasure and my own likeness and full joy, and
Mhm.
I will put on some Destra and Denise Belfon and Bubble. Look like
Right. Right. So most artists will tell you that they fall into that category of being an artist. Some of them by a mere coincidence, and stuff like that. What was your um go-to factor that say, hey, I think I would take this thing serious, or I want to get into it?
Yeah, my go-to factor was when I was studying law and I needed to pay for my law fees, which was with University of London, and um I went to this casino because not that I wanted to gamble, I just
Mhm.
had a bad day that day, and I just wanted to have some fun, and maybe try my luck with a gambling machine to see if I could win some money because hard times. You understand? So I go on there to hoping to win something, their first time luck. And there I am seeing a female friend of mine who used to sing in the choir with me at church, singing professionally in this casino. And she's asking me because she know I'm from church. I'm not supposed to be in a casino gambling. That's, you know, apparently
Mhm.
wrong, because we
Right.
came from 7 days back wrong, 7 days Adventist. But
Oh.
I'm like, but look, you singing, She said, "Yeah, that singing, you know, but she not gambling." And I was like, "So you just do this what?" She said she do this every night. And once I was being fast, I was like, "Well, you really good." Like she said, "You should be doing this too than gambling if you really want money." That's what she said.
Mhm.
I was like, I didn't think of I could be singing in a casino every night, like how you singing like that. She said, "Why not?" We was like the lead singer in the church, so you could do the same thing. And I asked her how much you making a night, and my job was like paying a certain amount for the month, and she's making that for the night. What I was working for the month, she's working for that in the night. So I say, okay, my law fees need to pay, and I went to learn these cover version songs. And I decided to start singing in casino. I did my audition and I got through, and I was booked in the front various casinos singing cover versions. And that's when the band Traffic and Surface discovered me and asked me to audition to be their lead female singer in the soca band.
Because I was gonna ask you if, because I thought the law came after you were singing with Traffic.
No, was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was singing to pay for my law school fees. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, and then I loved so much for it that it became so surreal that this is what I would have won, but I never thought about it. Thinking it's so far fetched, it's so like unreal or unbelievable that can happen in my reality. So at least law, you study, you make an honest living, you go, you study your work, you pay for your fees, and you become a lawyer. And
Hmm.
I was doing flight attendant as well. Like I did a course, so I wanted to become a flight attendant where I could travel because I love to travel, and it was always my dream to be on a plane. So I was like, the only opportunity I could be on that plane, I want to make everything an opportunity to be a flight attendant, So attendant, and I say I will work as a flight attendant in order to pay for my law and do my law there and juggle it. And I thought I had it all worked out, and that was my life. Then coincidentally, the flight attendant interviews was taking so long to call, and that's the reason why I went to sing. I started
Hmm.
became good at it, and in no time, in the blink of an eye, it just happened where I was the female singer for big band Traffic from where Shoe in Manchester, Eddie
Right.
Charles, big band Surface with Tony Prescott to sing all aboard. Like, I was like honored to be a part of this. And my first show, I joined the band today, and my first show was in 3 days after Asuka. I was so nervous. And when I realized that how the music is so like dominating and it takes a lot of your time,
Hmm.
you eventually had to make a choice to choose between, it's like two jealous wives, law and you have to choose.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you're in the soca industry because
Yes.
you really are lighting it up. The younger generation, older generation, and your versatility really
Yes.
is doing great in the industry. I read somewhere before CP comes in. I read somewhere that it says that your first phase of objective was first finding and secondly trusting your own voice. Just elaborate a little bit on that.
My own voice. Okay, what happened was, um when I joined Traffic, they said leave R&B out of your alphabet, because I was singing too much R&B slang style riffs and whatever, and they wanted rough, aggressive tone
Hmm.
because there was a bit too pretty, cutie, cutie, and me with my cute up singing with the cute up prettiness with all pink ain't gonna work in soca. It's too nice. You have to bring something different. Let them see you're cute, but you can rough up your voice. So I had to literally relearn to sing in a different way. And I mean, me trying to belt. Remember that was my strong point, but you can't come into soca with the curls and the riffs.
Right.
But at that point, I don't know if that was the proper and the appropriate advice,
Hmm.
but I took it, right? And for some strange reason, long after, years after, I struggled to find back my tune when it changed into the aggressive style, heavy singing,
Hmm.
right? So I struggled, and then I realized that in the real world now, where I'm seeing opportunities to become international as well, opportunities where
Sure.
you're like from your homeland and they want real singing.
Hmm.
They want, and soca is demanding real singing in right now. Like, they're praising um singers, right?
Hmm.
And there are soca artists that could transition into really great singing and to the belting, whereas
Right.
I kind of lost that finesse where I could transition back into the real, like, I don't know if I had damaged my voice by trying to strain and not finding the right placement in singing. Maybe I needed more vocal training where I started singing more truth into,
Hmm.
diaphragm, totally diaphragm, and slightly damaged my voice until I started to understand what they was really talking about. Because when they keep saying, stop singing, sing less, talk, sing like you're talking. That's all I'm hearing. So I'm transitioning and talking and trying to sing like if I'm talking, but doing it from the truth,
Hmm.
right? So right now, it's a learning process where I'm trying to go back into transitioning into what I have started, where I want to know I could switch up, go extremely aggressive and rough, and sing sweet, beautiful, melodic soca melodies, which I've realized that I sang a song called Deserve It All, and I showed my vocal ability where I was doing my riffs and actually sweet singing and, nothing aggressive and talk singing, actual singing. And that was the most views I've ever gotten, 7 million on that
Wow.
song up to date, right? And it saved me in COVID as well by my streams and, more streaming song as well.
Hmm.
So I just want to show versatility and I want to find back myself and um, keep my original tune that I had and be able to transition how I feel. Yeah.
Right. Right. I think you achieved all that versatility, no doubt. Like folks, if you listen to all her music, I love even the slow ones, the upbeat ones, they're really, really, really wicked. Like you can have it all on your playlist. So I must
Yeah.
say though, I must say before Sip jumps in again, I must say that you really gain a new fan. I wasn't I didn't really know much about Jadel before, but when I started
You.
listening to your music,
Yes.
not gonna stop, man. And here at Vinci Internet Radio, we're gonna be pushing it even more. So,
I appreciate this so
yeah,
much.
yeah. So size up yourself for greatness. You
Thank
know.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, I really, it's all about small strides. And yes, everybody will always be like, when you get that big monster, when you get that big break, that huge monster, you can't, it's nothing, not
Mm,
about that I'm waiting to get that big monster because it's a learning process.
mm,
And I know the higher you go, the harder you fall, right? Everybody
right.
wants to be on top, but sometimes it's all about consistency and growing with your fans. So if I take it and I keep consistent and every year I get better and better, but
Mm-hmm.
not this big jump straight to the top and they be like, hey, where she come out from? And then I can't keep up with it because it was the expectations for you the next year is so much that you falter, right? So I just rather and I'm appreciative of the strides and the growth, at least as long as I'm seeing growth every year and getting better and not dropping. That's all that matters. So that when it is, I do get that huge impact. I climbed there gracefully, and I would have gotten all my grown fans and everything with me to help me climb and reach to there, than as opposed to just a high jump and a high fall.
True.
You know? Yeah.
You listen to the Fresh Clean Sound. You're listening to Vinci Internet Radio. Linking up with Jadel. Jadel, this was one of the big ones before I even know who you are.
Really?
This is one of the big ones on my radio. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And now that you are here, things gonna change.
Oh, that's nice to know.
It's even gonna get better. I want to
Wow.
start out though. The thing with us here on Vinci Internet Radio, don't hold back. You know,
Okay.
if you want to give us some Trini talk in between, that's
Yes.
okay. But you say you have problems earlier on in getting airplay.
Earlier on. Yeah, I mean, everybody would have issues when you now start as a newcomer because they don't want to just, you have to pay dues. That's what they realize is they say something about paying dues. So even if you have a song and it's sung and all good and whatever, they be like, who are you and why are you to be chosen amongst all the thousands of other artists who fighting to get airplay as well because airplay is only a certain amount. Apparently, they could play on the radio within a time spot of 3 hours with the ads and whatever. They choose like a certain, I don't know if it's 50 songs or 40 songs to rotate out of the thousands of soca songs that come out, right? So I guess it's a learning process where you have to realize it's not just about dropping a song and hoping somebody sees it amongst all the thousands of other artists. Because many DJs were not even going to open their email to check who's for somebody, especially that they don't know about. A lot of them don't do that, right? So then you have to see how you could make some noise with this track you have and get them to open that email. That's where marketing comes in. That's where probably visuals, getting a video to be shared, getting the sharing your songs on social media, going out to perform it. Just doing your interviews, your groundwork, getting your face and getting that name, telling your story, making something interesting, saying something that's interesting to captivate them that they could remember you. So it's not just about, a song. It's about connections, it's about marketing, it's about the drive and the sass or the swag with the song as well. Rhythms help. So when I know started, I was clueless. So I was expecting airplay, and I understand now because even as now, and even as big artists, they do struggle to get airplay. But we know why. We have to put out a good bit of songs, and sometimes if you think that a song is gonna get big, that's the least one that would get. The one that you least expect is the one that will end up getting the traction and the whatever and that the people love and gravitate to, you know? So I guess it was a learning process for me to realize what constitutes the radio play and airplay.
I'll tell you one thing here. One time I was having a conversation with Moulton and we were discussing artists and programs. I tell him I get a lot of music, a lot of aid, but the thing is that I open all.
A lot of
I,
people don't do that. A
I
lot of
play
people
I
don't.
play them to listen. I want to make sure that the lyrics are clean. Once your lyrics are clean, you're gonna be on the radio. I don't hold back any music.
Wow.
Even before I knew Link Up was one of my big songs here.
Wow.
But if I had known Jadel, then I would have go be looking for more music.
Wow, I understand. Yeah.
Now that I know you, I went and I think I download all your songs that I
Oh,
knew.
thank you.
So so from tomorrow, it's gonna be a different Jadel,
That'll be appreciated.
and especially our radio is very popular in Europe, so we get a lot of European listeners. So
Wow, that's amazing.
I even have a special program started at midnight to 5 o'clock where I cater for European listeners.
Okay, great, great,
So
great.
that's the kind of thing you're gonna get pushed. You talk about you meet a producer, it's Kamal Roberts.
Colonel Roberts, yes, that was my neighbor. He's a producer, renowned songwriter, hits after hits. He brought out Patrice Roberts, gave her the Broad Match song, Band of the Year, a lot of Marshall's hit monster power songs, Zombie, Delirious, um, it's Carnival, Bonnie and Clyde for Destra, you know, you name it, producer and songwriter. It was a pleasure working alongside him because I started almost living in that studio, you know, and he taught me a lot with music is concerned. The chords, writing, the tricks and the traits, the everything. He taught me a lot. So he's very influential in my career.
Tell us a little bit about your chutney soca.
I love chutney soca. Of course, it's I grew up in a community that only was playing Bollywood and chutney. That's in Sour Prasad Lane, and it's only obvious I grew a love for chutney, and I can be a soca artist and do a chutney soca. And I was so wanting to enter that soca chutney soca mona competition and place in the finals. And I remember I didn't place in the finals. I was so depressed. I was crying. I was so depressed. That's to tell you how bad I really wanted it. But it was a song which was the top three that year in the chutney soca chutney world. And I appreciate that. I wrote the song. Link big up to Rishi Mahatu, who is the producer. He did Single Forever by KI and many other hits. So he taught me a lot, some of the Hindi words. And yeah, it was all of it. The name of the song was All of It. Lucky Lucky Ja. I remember that song. That song is still a favorite, and also it enabled me to win Soca Monarch Breakout Artist that year.
Of course. And tell us a little bit about your tour, your venture tour.
Oh, my venture too.
It took you to Europe, Spain, and Switzerland.
Oh yes, so I definitely met. Ladies, who out on the road, make some noise. Run and run, run and run. Hey, let me go. Up with a beautiful person named Natalia. She lives in Switzerland and she's singing soca. She's a soca artist as well. And I remember my first European tour. Me and her, we linked up and we got on a show. I I'm trying to figure out the name of the show in England, but it was a big deal. It was a big deal. Melissa Hartman, who designs for Beyonce now, she was a major influence there. She designed my outfit there, me and Natalia's outfit. We performed there, it was beautiful, and we went to Switzerland, Germany, Spain, Ibiza, and we did cover versions because she used to do cover versions. That's how we became so much friends because we had the same history doing cover versions and singing soca, trying to be a soca artist, you know. And that she really encouraged me and played a big significant part in my first touring and opening my eyes to see what this touring life is about. And that's when I started to take soca music a little more serious with my recordings and started pushing through and getting by, you know, making strides. So that was a beautiful experience. Switzerland, Spain, Ibiza, England, yes. Then I went further with my music career and I went to Singapore, Japan, soca in Japan, Belgium, Toronto, different Caribbean islands, different states in America. Um, it was a beautiful experience, and I'm blessed because a lot of artists hasn't been able to, they have been knocking on the door and haven't been able to experience these different culture and different countries, and just watching life on a different level. When you travel, you get wise. So I'm really blessed and appreciative of my blessings, what I've gotten so far, and I pray and continue that it continues along that way. I think Up in the Party and Shake Up Your Body Girl songs really did it to make me reach on that stage, worldwide stage.
All right, in case you're just joining us, we're having a conversation with soca sensations, Jadel. Um, she's brought us hits like "Oh Baby," "Shake Up," "Booty Ranks," "Vitamin D," and on
Up
the
in the
Beneridians,
Party. Yeah.
and lots and lots and lots more. Jadel, if I have to ask you, how would you describe your music?
My music is very versatile now. It's very high energetic, um, very sassy, very dance oriented, because I love the dancing factor on that stage. That's what defines me, and sets me apart from different artists. I'm not the run and hand in the air wave artist type. I'm the turn your boom see and shake to the ground.
Right, the real,
Wine
the
and
real,
low.
the real,
Just
the real
like sing.
performing type, the other version of Saucy.
Yes, exactly. So I definitely people look forward for that dancing element when I come on stage, because I want to give that show. I want the dancers, I want the sex appeal and stuff. But then I want to catch my breath, because you can't wind out yourself whole time on a stage right through. You
Right.
want to sing a song that everybody could relate to. So then I just give them the bacchanal side of things, that way a man, that way you could sing along type.
Right.
Then I have a song called Calypso, showing the love and beauty of my country. Welcome to the land of Calypso, and that is not whining. That is not. But I performed it in New York recently, and it was really really well received. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, because folks describe you as one of the sexiest female in the soca industry. So you come, the sex appeal come, you come with the sex appeal, you come with the performance, you come with the vocals and the versatility in that you do the hype soca, you do chutney, and you do calypso.
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
yeah, so it just stretching your catalog more, as
Yeah.
to, yeah, as to let producers know that when you come out for the fans, you give the fans, they get all of everything. I'm not saying little of everything, they get all of everything from
Yes.
Jadel. Yeah,
Yes.
how do you do that, you know?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, that's what I want to do, because I want to appease the masses, because I will have so much songs, and there will be fans that will come up to me and say, yo, you see this calypso, or you see this singy groove? It's my favorite. And I have gained so much fan base based on me showing versatility and appeasing the masses, because if I kept with one style, you know, I wouldn't get so much of fans,
Right.
to appreciate my music. And it just came natural. I'm not gonna like box myself and say I'm only a shake up your body style person. Yes, I love it, but at the end of the day, I do love singy songs that shows riffs and curls and
Right.
high notes. So
Mhm.
there's this side of me that loves whining. There's this side of me that loves carnival, touch the heart type of feel good
Mhm.
energy, positive vibe music. I do love those. It just depends on your mood. Just like how everybody would choose one day to listen to soca, or one would choose to listen to dancehall, and one would choose to listen to the bad man soca zest kind of dancehall. Then some people will want to listen to reggae. It's the same as soca. You will just feel to be mellow and calm, and only listen on your playlist in a long drive to some calm, mellow, sweet, groovy soca, and then it will have, you just want to play wild, man. You just want to be wild. So you want to
Right.
hear wildness, So I want to show versatility and appease my masses and appease to the
Audience.
moods.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, everybody have their moods and their swings and their styles, and so is me. Like, I definitely can't one day just only listen to power soca or only groovy soca or
Mhm.
only whining soca, you know.
Right.
So
It leads me to because you were mentioning about reggae and stuff like that. I know you had a collab with DeMarco, and you
yeah,
also had with Charlie
sure.
Blacks. Tell
Mhm.
us how those came about, and some of the other collabs that you, apart from Natalia, we know you did one with Natalia as well.
Yes.
Yeah, tell
Um,
us how those come about, the success that they're bringing for you, and the advantages of doing collabs.
All right. Well, when you go with someone who is a little stronger than you, like more renowned, people like DeMarco and Charlie Black, they are like sensational veterans. They are known, praised in the dancehall world. I was performing Shake Up Your Party in Washington, D.C., and DeMarco came and said, I absolutely love that song. You performed that song so well. Are you open for a remix? I was like, I am honored. I am honored. I am honored. And that's how it came about. And the same thing with Charlie. He, guess who he messaged out of everybody? Teenage Telephone. So
Wow.
to get to me, my whole mentor. He messaged Teenage Telephone to say, who is this girl named Jadel I'm hearing about that is traveling and making this noise? And he loved that song Shake Up Your Body as well,
Mm,
because it had a slight soca dancehall combination, fusion, right? So I really love, if you notice, I love the fusions of soca
mhm.
dancehall and
Right.
soca infused with other genres, Afrobeats, R&B,
Mhm.
and whatever. So I he reached out to me. He got the number from Denise and told me congrats. He wanted to put me on a show, and then also um the collab came about naturally, where we decided to work together. He presented the beat to me, and I was so happy. And it was like a dream come true because I've always wanted to work with these Jamaican dancehall superstars. And it was a rap. He wrote his part, I wrote my part. He came up with the concept addictive, and right now it's about 700,000 views,
Yes,
almost
yeah,
a million. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's getting that song is getting a lot of love,
Thank you.
including love for myself.
Thank
It's
you.
a hit. It's a hit. It only came out a few months ago. Is that
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
All right. So guys, have a look at Addictive. I'm gonna give you a chance later on to see your YouTube handle. How folks can connect with you. Um,
Yeah.
so in the soca industry, who you think you're left? Well, let me ask you this before. How is your relationship with Denise Belfont?
Oh, very beautiful. Just the other day, we were just speaking about doing a collaboration together. And she's my mentor. She's on my WhatsApp. I call her anytime for anything, any advice. And
Mhm.
she calls me same way. And our relationship is very wonderful and close.
I know she's a mentor. That's why I was asking. That's why I wanted you to put
Yes,
it
and
out there. That's great.
she also gave me permission to perform her songs on my sets.
Wow, that
Yeah.
must be an honor.
Yes, it
Definitely.
is. Definitely. So because she said I am her artist, and
Mhm.
I have permission to perform my mentor songs, because I remember I do dance like her. Well, not like her, but trying to be like her. Not the same. It's like
Yeah,
not,
only one
yeah.
Denise
It's not
Belfont.
like
Yeah,
trying to be, but it's like it just happened naturally,
yeah,
right? It's like I would never be Denise. Denise is the legend and the wine and queen herself and stuff.
true.
But I take pattern and notes and pointers of
Yeah.
her. There's a lot of influences. She's very influential in me and my dance and my performances on stage. You know? Yeah.
So who would you like in the soca industry outside and inside of Trinidad and Tobago to do a collab with that you haven't really gotten the chance to?
Many people, so much people is like, Cass, Marshall, Patrice, Destra, I really Fiat.
Mhm.
All of them, all of them. I want to work with all.
Is that a lawyer answer?
and Denise Belfon, of course, is number
Mhm.
one. You
Well,
know.
okay. Not to take anything from it, but sometimes I hear a little bit of Patrice in you as well,
I heard so
right?
too,
And
definitely.
I know Patrice and Problem Child, they did a lot of collab and they blend well
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Is I know you said all of them, and I know it's kind of unfair for you to even call one name and leave out the other, but is Problem Child, because I think you and Problem Child will do great as well.
Yes, as a collaboration, yes, I know.
Yeah.
He wrote Adore Your Man for me. So I
Okay.
have her, yes, he wrote Garbage Day. Boy on Rail-ish. Yes, that song. He did
Right,
that.
because I heard Patrice said one time that whenever Problem writes a song for her, it's just perfect.
Yeah,
And
it is.
yeah, and I heard a bit in you. You
Yes.
yeah. So do you write most of your songs or all of your
Yes.
songs?
I do write most of my songs. One or two will be like a Problem Child or Jason Shaft Bishop, but the majority, 98.5% of
Mhm.
my songs is written by me.
Right. Before Sippy comes in again, I heard someone said on the addiction when I was reading all the comments and people were
Addicted.
just
Yes.
addictive, sorry. They really love it. And someone even suggests that yourself, Stefan, Don, and Maya would do a good collab.
Oh, that'd be
Wouldn't that be a
nice.
dream?
If it would be a dream again. That's a beautiful dream.
Mm,
That would be amazing collab. Yes.
yeah. Sip.
One thing I'm gonna ask you about management. Management is always my thing. Nobody come on here and they will ask them about the managerial team and what's going on with the whole sense of management. So take
Yes.
down the managerial role.
I would say no artist is any artist without their management team, right? Because they are the ones, the backbone, and the ones that are doing the real work behind. They are the ones that are doing the contracts. They are the ones that is getting the shows. They are the ones that is cleaning up any to anything that anybody see to tarnish your character. They are the one that are doing time management, dealing with the DJs, your monitors, making sure you sound good, making sure you get your pay on time, making sure you have your outfits and keeping track with you that you're getting through with everything that you're supposed to. Your songs, dealing with the producers to get your songs, structuring and which ones we going with, which ones we working with, what is the marketing strategy, how are we getting the songs out. This is what your team is about, your road manager to be here with you, your PR team to go and get the interviews, to come with you. It's all a working process, and the artist is nothing without their management team. So I want to say big up to my manager, Julian Hackett of Julian Promos. Um, Viva Shandy, all part of the Julian team. Big up to Scott Starlife, which is road manager. Marie, which is my PR. Cell Phone and Fro, which is my road managers in Trinidad. And I have to have local in Trinidad and international to all be part to, have a smooth transition, because sometimes the people in local may not be able to do the work efficiently as when the ones that are abroad. Because there's Trinidad Soca Carnival and then there's across the world Carnival.
The thing about management is sometimes artists try to keep away from the putting a hand into the into the promotion, especially the financial part.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I always tell artists make sure that they have a say or something inside the financial business, because when you work hard,
Yes.
you sing. You don't want to make $50 and they give you five.
No, at all. Exactly. You have to have a trusted team. Definitely.
Yes, and it based on honesty,
Exactly. Definitely honesty. Definitely.
because if that's not the case, then you will have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why sometimes artists, yes, they realize they have a lot of work, but financially they're not rich or they're not benefiting from the financial aspect of it. So
Exactly.
I always try to encourage artists because on this we hear too many negative things about managerial teams.
Yes, exactly.
And
That's true.
we can't hide the fact.
You have to be, it must be trustworthy. Must be.
Everything must come out on the
And
table.
transparent. So my
Yes,
managerial
yes.
team, the moment I sign a contract or seal a contract, I get to review the contract. It is written on passed through my email. So every single contract is in my email. Down payments, proper transparency. I would know if they got a balance. If they didn't get a balance, I would they would show me, like, let's say a promoter is given trouble to pay your balance, right? I would know that it's not a 6 for 9 that your manager is lying on the promoter and saying that they didn't pay and they got pay, because there'll be transparency where they will show me the whole proof and the call log, or maybe put me on a three-way if there's any issue with the promoter himself, to hear for myself that this is the reason why the promoter can't pay, you know. That's if there's any difficulties. So everything is, if I get any money from streaming, it's recorded, it's there for me to watch, for me to know, for me to see. So everything is accounted for. So far I've never had any issues with financial transparency.
Tell us a little bit about your BET and the MTV
Be
performance.
Yes, so
As I
definitely.
told you, don't hold back anything, because we go looking for it.
Yes, I definitely was blessed. My first appearance on BT was with T Silvertool that made 7 million views plus. That was T Silvertool. It was a crossover song, and most of my songs that made it on BT and last a while was, um, you know, from playing on BT, and it was a crossover. So it was Virtual and Addictive that did well on BT and got accepted, because many songs wouldn't have gotten accepted based on probably, I don't know if it sounded too authentic, or it wasn't crossover enough. I don't know what is the criteria, or the what they look at in getting your songs accepted on BT. But I know my two crossover songs got accepted and was received really well, and enable the views to go up, a little more.
Also with MTV.
MTV, but I don't know, from my knowledge, it was used. I think it played on the songs played on both, on all, you know, and I went on MTV while and out. My sister was the co-producer there, so I had a lot of exposure there, on the TV show earlier in my career days, when my sister used to work there. She's working while and out. She's the producer of that show as well.
So when you perform, how do people contact you? They go through your managerial team.
Yes. So what happened is, if you go on my Instagram, call me Jadel, CALLME, JADEL. You're gonna see on my bio. You're gonna see um all the managerial contacts. You're gonna see the names, PR, the number, where to contact, emails. Everything is listed for bookings. The number, everything is there. So, social media, Instagram. Whether you a bad girl in a sheet, yeah, or you link one time just between, yeah, or you want to settle and hold on, settle and hold on. Whether you the rough or the slow down, don't let them tell you what you can't do.
We're having a conversation with Jadel, Trinidad's daughter of the soil, I should say. Um, Jadel, you're not gonna get away here. We just want to hear your vocals in a cappella style. Let the
All right,
fans get a taste of Jadel.
no problem. Which song? Any song?
Anyone.
All right. Watch the bounce and walk it on the left. Take it wrong and drop it on the right. Watch how I just wind my body for you, boy. Only you can touch it tonight. For you, I want wine. Make it get an addictive wine. Watch me come here to blow mine. Why you come to me whole time? That addictive wine. How you make my bubble and grind. I done ready to blow your mind. Wanna take you and make you mine. So addictive, eh? And shake up your body, girl. You want more?
Right, so you have an addictive wine to that?
Huh?
You have an addictive wine too?
Yes, I have the addictive mind to that song.
All right,
Definitely.
so that is on the video. It's in the video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite piece though out of all your songs? Your favorite song?
That's hard. I was asking you, like, it's hard. Oh, yeah, because it have songs that I don't like. I'm going to
All
say,
right, all right, all right. Okay, I'll rephrase it again. In terms of success, not necessarily the best song. In terms of success, which is the most successful one?
it's a tie between Up in the Party and Shake Up Your Party to me. And then Addictive is very, like, I mean, the collaboration with Charlie is
Mhm.
make really reachable. But I think people know me and say, "Hey, use Jadel, you shake up your body, girl." I think they align me with that. So I think
With
shake up.
that,
Yeah.
mm. I think it's you like the punchline, you know.
Ah.
um, where do you want your music to go, and how do you want people to perceive it?
Where do I want my music to go? I want it to go to where it can reach to having its own genre, soca music having its own genre, because we always being recognized on the reggae
Right,
tunes, reggae charts, and we not recognized on we don't have a soca chart,
right. Mm-hmm.
um on iTunes, nothing. So I'm hoping that one day that my music could do some magic and it could reach, I don't know if it's the crossover style or whatever, but make it have its own, and where I could be performing on BT Music Awards and the Grammys with my soca song. That's where I want to reach. Yeah.
Because I was to say that before, reggae music tend to get a lot of attention, a lot of sampling and all that stuff, and soca music has been around for as long as I know, and we don't get that much attention, but yet people love the music. So what do you think what do you think is holding us back? Like it's recognized, but it's not recognized, if you know what I mean. Like we don't get the attention that I think we should have deserved.
I think that a lot of we lack unity,
Mhm.
and I find that I don't know if it stands so that they all work together to get in they don't matter who it is, getting recognition. They will go together and push that one person to get that recognition to cross the board. Whereas where in Soca, well, at least in Trinidad, to me, it will always be like a crab in a barrel syndrome where you're not happy. It should be, well, it should be me on that stage, or it should be whatever. We are supposed to, if everybody come together and push, if they see this person can reach, let us push,
Mhm.
let us not bring down, let us not criticize, let us not fight on our own people. We always
Right.
love to talk about unity and love and togetherness, but it's not like that. So I think that if we decide to really show our true love and support and take away this carb in a barrel and see the bigger picture,
Hmm.
yeah. Because let me see Cali Red on me, right? Cali Red is from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And that's a very huge and I did a collaboration with her, right? And her goal and her aim was to expose soca music and take soca
Right.
music worldwide. So when it says she has how much millions of platform, everybody's on a page watching, and she posts up this soca song, everybody's asking, "What soca? What is that?" First time I'm hearing this, I love this.
True.
It's whatever. That is part of the process, and we don't have
Mhm.
many like this. We don't get the international forum or the people to be promoting soca music to that extent, right? So now when she's doing it, there are negative backlash as to why is she coming and what thing she should stay across there in the hip hop.
Mhm.
That's the problem we having.
Uh,
Why it is they're bashing her and saying she wanna come in our thing. Anybody should be welcome in soca music and
true,
whatever areas and whatever and stuff. Why are you making negative comments? Well, they can't sing soca, let them sing hip hop or stay in hip hop or this we thing
mhm.
and no.
No, no.
Yeah. And
I,
this was the bigger picture. And this
I,
was the and all she's asking for is your support, which you're not giving her.
true, true, true. I like that because people will tell you we had an artist here. You probably know him or heard of him. Red White Wine.
White wine?
Yeah,
Okay.
he comes to Trinidad occasionally for carnival. He's a white guy based in Toronto, and
Okay.
this guy sings soca, man, real soca. He comes to Trinidad on carnival time and stuff like that. And we had
Yeah.
him on our program, and he was saying the same thing. So we were telling him, no, we embrace you coming out because you're bringing a different dimension, and you can take our
Yes.
culture into
Yes.
your culture pretty much, you
Thank
know,
you. You don't
because he.
see that have soca music um bubbling and recycling into your favorites because you want to see what you can get out of these artists and you only
True,
want you're hardly seeing new artists bursting out because you want to keep it in a small circle where everybody could benefit and eat off of each other, live off of each other, a
true,
friend circle who could benefit in this alliance, who part of this team, who part of that, and keeping it here so everybody could eat our food. But what about the bigger picture? You understand? If that person
right,
is capable of pushing it out there, whatever, you just keeping it in a bubble.
true.
How how are you going to expand by just wanting to, well, this is my artist and I gotta make sure it play
Mhm.
so that I could benefit, they could benefit, and it's not about the bigger picture, and if Carly Red was playing, you'll give her the support and she see you getting that support from Trinidad, she will give that support out there. She would go, you have soca music playing on Love and Hip Hop, left, right, and
Mhm.
center.
True.
Yes, but why you're not given the motivation and the support to buck up on, and it's a sad thing.
Right, because if you check reggae music, reggae not dancehall, reggae is probably bigger in Europe than in Jamaica itself. Because all the Germans are singing reggae, they have big reggae bands. The Europeans they have their reggae bands, and they're endorsing reggae music because the culture went out there. If you check in dancehall, you have the DJ the song system, the Sentinel from Germany. You have the one there from Japan, you know, those guys are bringing, instead of saying they're taking the Jamaican culture from them,
Yeah.
they're bringing it to their respective countries.
Yeah.
So that's something good we would like to see happen to soca music.
Yes.
Right. On that note, as we're wrapping up, how would you, what legacy would you like to leave?
The legacy I want to leave is definitely making sure that we, before I die, that we get nominated in the Grammys and we are out just as everybody else with soca music worldwide and on that charts. And we have our own charts, our own recognized as our own genre. And that is where I want to make sure that soca music reach. Yes.
Any new projects coming up?
Yes, I'm actually bringing out a dancehall song as well, and I have
Wow.
my that is going to be released May 29 called "Don't Be Mistaken," and I absolutely am very excited. I'm very excited for it, and yeah, that dancehall song is with on a rhythm with Buju Banton,
Wow.
Charlie Conscience, Mr. Vegas, Elephant Man, you name it. So it's gonna be a big project coming out soon.
Wow, you're going places, girl.
Yeah, so that song is gonna be like some kind of hot pepper sauce song because the topic is really, really, really controversial. But I can't say it yet. These are this moment to like give too much information on the project. But it's just a surprise.
Well, I hope you'll drop by and give us a little we'll talk a little bit about it when it happens.
For sure.
Yeah, what are the songs that you would like to promote right now? If you have the chance to tell the viewers to listen to, I know if you have the chance, you'll say all of them, but the
Uh-huh.
new ones from your new releases.
No, it's always good to let them hear the very new songs that you're actually
Mhm.
promoting for this year. And but then you want them to hear the songs that you are familiarized with, which would
Right.
be Party, Up in the Party, or Take Seven. One out of those three, I'm ready. Anyone you
In terms of your social media now, what are the handlers? Where can they find your music? Which platform? Your YouTube, Instagram. Tell the viewers how they can reach you and your managerial team, how they can if they want to book you and stuff like that.
Yeah, surely you can definitely reach me. Call me Jadel, CALLMEJADEL on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Facebook. It's Jadel Leger. I'm on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. Please like, support, and subscribe. Definitely. And it's all about, new upcoming artists. And I want the support, really need the support. And let's just work together and unity. Just have harmony and love with soca music to get it and to see the bigger picture and stop having this crab in a barrel mentality where it's all a self things. And just support and all my information, booking info, everything is on my Instagram socials. Just go on my page, the little bio link. You're gonna see everything. Please feel free to DM because I do answer DMs.
CP is gonna have the last word with you, but anything else that I may have missed that you wanna share with our viewers and listeners?
Not really. Just to recap, I'm Jadel from Trinidad. Soca artist trying to make soca music up, having our own. Um, you know, Follow me on social media. Call me Jadel, CALLMEJADEL. Um, you know, I'll cover the platform streaming, the songs. There's many songs that you would, if you look up, you music videos as well. And look out for my album. Don't be mistaken, Jadel. It's in May 29th. And yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
all.
well,
Also, I'm a
uh,
proud mom.
oh wow,
Yes,
yeah,
I'm a proud mom.
oh, congratulations.
Yes, she's
Mhm.
my daughter. She's 5 years old, and
Oh,
she's my
five.
motivation.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's my motivation. I love to take her on tour with me and travel all over the place. She's quite a
She's gonna
handful,
be,
but
and
she
she's
loves
gonna
my
follow
ride.
mama. She's gonna follow
Huh?
mama. She's gonna follow mama and do some singing too.
She's quite brave. I have her playing piano and
Mhm.
keyboard, and pan, and she went to a concert already. Big stage already playing. At 5 years, so that was nice. She had a little Christmas concert. She played a little solo pan, Oh Holy Night, and she's doing good. She can sing, and she loves to jump on anything high, like tables. Whether in
Mhm.
school or not, but she's not supposed to be doing it in school, but she's gonna see a table, hold something, pretending to be a mic and start to dance and sing, whether
Wow.
anybody like it or not. How the
Mhm.
blues. She's very brave. If anybody asks, like, who wants to read, she'll put in her hands up.
Hmm.
She's very brave. She'll be
Wow.
the one that will say, hey, my name is Kaylee, what's your name?
Oh wow.
She's very friendly. Yeah, she's like that.
Mhm.
I wasn't even like that when she was younger. Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing her in the future as well.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's two things in my mind. I have to get them off before we go.
Yes.
One of the things that having a radio station and live in this country that I keep telling artists and West Indian, we have to sell our music as Caribbean music.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you why. When I
Yes.
tell somebody music is from St. Vincent or this music is from Trinidad, sometimes they don't even know where these
Yes.
places are.
Yes, yes, yes. We have
Once
to
I
take
say
Caribbean.
once I say Caribbean music,
They
oh,
know.
we wanna
They know.
dance. That's
Yeah.
fast
And
music.
they be like, is it from
Yeah,
Jamaica? I will like, no, it's not dancehall, it's soca, and I'm gonna open soca and let them know what soca is about.
That
But Caribbean, yeah,
we we have to we have to do what Marshall Montana is trying to do. And I know he's getting a lot of licks for it because he's trying to say we have to sell this thing as a Caribbean package
yes, mm-hmm.
rather than individual package. And
Exactly,
if we don't do that, that's why our system and our music is really falling off because
exactly.
we are taking too long to recognize it as Caribbean music. And one thing you didn't tell us about it, your pianist skills.
Yes, I do. I learn piano, and I have it here, and my little daughter is actually learning it now. This is it here. I learned on it when I was small, and she's actually doing have a private tutor. So I play the keys, but I mean, I'm just like a little rusty now, but I could play to save my life now because I haven't been practicing. But I'm making sure she take over on anything that I falls on. You know.
Well, it's been a real
Yeah.
pleasure to have you here on Vinci Internet Radio.
Thank
See
you.
us as family. Don't be
Thank
shy
you so
to.
much. I really pray and hope I can come to Vincy Mass, the Vincy Carnival this year. I really, really, I heard it's amazing and to die for the carnival, and
Yeah,
that I feel left out. You know, I feel like if I'm missing in action something when I'm seeing all what's going on. So I say I really want to experience it. So I'm praying that I get the
yes,
opportunity. So,
it's one of the biggest
so,
carnival. I've been away from the carnival now for about 25 years.
yeah,
I'm hoping someday to really go down there and just try to re-experience my carnival stuff in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But it's
yeah.
really been a pleasure to have you. Don't be shy.
Thank you
Reach
so
out to
much.
us anytime that whether you have a project, whether you want to get some news out, whether you
Yes,
want to get something for the people to know. Don't be
yes,
shy. You have my email already. I'll send you my WhatsApp number, and also
yes.
I'll send you the contact for Moulton as well. So if you can't reach me, you're gonna reach him.
Thank you so much, and I'll
And
appreciate it if you could share the word with my music. You know, I want my music to really be blooming in St. Vincent. I hear I've been getting the support. I just hope that I get the continued support, and that when I reach St. Vincent, you know, I could sing some songs and the people recognize, and you know, so I'm ready. Yeah.
for sure, starting tomorrow, you will be going up the next ladder. So I
Oh,
think I have
yes.
3 or 4 songs in mind that really gonna be on the rotation from tomorrow morning. So
That's amazing.
you
That's
can
amazing.
you can bet your last dollar on that one.
Yay! Thank you. Well, this is great news. Stay here for today.
So I'll
Thank you.
give you the last word, and what you want to let the people know about Jadel that we didn't really touch on. We'll say we'll see you sometime again in the near future.
Yes, you sure will. You know. So, well, Mythical Jadel out of, Trinidad, singing Caribbean music, soca music, you understand? Taking soca worldwide, just, me, I'm humble, I'm down to it, I'm loving, love to travel. I love fans, I love to talk, I love to make friends. Again, feel free to message me on DMs, respectful messages, and I look forward to coming to St. Vincent as well. It's all about women empowerment. Enough for the crab in a barrel syndrome. And to all my young listeners out there who want to venture into becoming an artist, don't get into this game without knowing what you're getting into, and always have a manager, always have a buffer. Don't get into it and doing things on your own and trying to do things on your own. You make a mistake and you're gonna be taken totally advantage of. So definitely have that proper buffer that person knows everything and every aspect in the industry. As an artist, you're not supposed to be like, talking to producers, DJs, and dealing and making arrangements and negotiations on your own. So that's my advice. Follow your dreams, put God first, and never ever give up because you never know. Don't ever think that anything is too far fetched coming from me because dreams do come true.